UPERFECT very kindly sent me their new UDock X14 Pro wireless display dock to test out with my ROG Ally. I've been testing this out with the Ally over the past 3 weeks now, and you know a product is great when even my beautiful cat Pancake takes a liking to it. Here are 4 reasons how the X14 Pro complements the awesome Ally perfectly, including 1 reason that we can't do very well on the Ally, but we can do easily on the X14 Pro. So let's dive straight in, and in the box you get a USB power adapter, a user manual, a USB-C to USB-A cable, a mini HDMI to HDMI cable, 2 USB-C to USB-C cables, and finally the X14 Pro display itself. On the left hand side is a USB-C port and a mini HDMI port, and the right has a power on and off button, a micro SD slot, another USB-C for power, and a headphone jack. So let's start with number 4, and the key thing that separates this X14 Pro from other portable monitors is that it has advanced wireless technology. And while of course the optimal way to game is the traditional plugging in of the standard USB or HDMI to the Ally, you can see here that the X14 Pro does deliver very impressive results if you do choose the wireless option. To set up wireless with the Ally, simply go to Settings, then Bluetooth and Devices, click Add Device, select Wireless Display, and it will automatically find the X14 Pro. Over these past 3 weeks of testing, this has meant that wherever I'm gaming on the Ally, like in the garden, it's really nice to have this wireless option so we don't have to mess around with cables. And my main worry with this was possible lower responsiveness and also degradation in quality of the X14 Pro over Bluetooth to the Ally. But as you can see here, it's really impressive how UPERFECT have been able to reduce lag to an absolute minimum for tricky platforming sections like this. And even over Xbox cloud streaming like here, the X14 Pro delivers great gaming quality here too. At number 3 is that with the X14 Pro having an attached keyboard and trackpad, it makes navigating windows, which can be tricky to do on the Ally, super easy. The trackpad feels really good to use and accommodates 2-finger gestures like scrolling. The keyboard has good action with a great tactile feel, and it's definitely easier to use than the Ally's pop-up keyboard. At number 2 is the X14 Pro's portability. It's lightweight at just 1.25 kilograms, which is 2.76 pounds, and compact, which makes slotting into backpacks or cases a doddle for those business trips or taking around to your mates for some 2-player gaming action. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, then super kick those like and subscribe buttons right now, as it gives the channel a huge boost. You guys rock!
Big Daddy Cool, Diesel!
Also keep a close eye on the channel's community tab for regular polls, where a whopping 66% of you voted that you'd use a portable monitor like this X14 Pro to mainly play games on. And finally, at number 1 is the beautiful 14-inch 1080p display, particularly when plugged in via USB-C, which UPERFECT calls a rich connection. With it being a touchscreen, this also makes navigating and interacting with Windows on a bigger screen so much easier too. And playing games really does create a great level of immersion on this big 14-inch screen, whether you're playing old school classics or particularly in the more vibrant games like the excellent Hi-Fi Rush on Game Pass, where the colours just pop off the screen. I also tried the X14 Pro out with some of my other devices, first by plugging in my Switch OLED to test out one of my top 3 platformers of all time in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and the game really showcased the 100% sRGB ultra wide colour gamut of the display. And Mario Kart looks awesome on this display too, with the energetic colours of my new favourite track, that is the squeaky clean sprint course in the latest DLC, again showcasing the 16.7 million colours that the display can achieve. Finally, I plugged in my Steam Deck to have some old nostalgia in the excellent Simpsons Hit and Run. This bigger display makes it awesome for entertainment, like Netflix and chilling, and is perfect for doing work on it too with apps like Word and especially Excel, which is much harder to work with directly on the Ally 7-inch display. So this making it ideal for those of us who have to travel around on business trips. So if you are looking for a portable monitor to use alongside the ROG Ally, I think the UPERFECT X14 Pro is a great choice, with its advanced wireless technology, attached keyboard and trackpad to make navigating Windows easier, portability, and the beautiful 14-inch 1080p display, all making this a great recommendation. And if you use the voucher code PETETT20 with link in the description, then you get $20 off. Yeah!
Delete! Delete!
I'd love to hear what you think of the X14 Pro, and would you use this 14-inch portable monitor mainly for gaming or watching entertainment like Netflix, or for work perhaps? Let us know in the comments below. And as a little extra bonus for watching right to the end of the video, I'd love to share this awesome quote. The people in your life should be a source of reducing stress, not causing more of it. Life is stressful as it is without people adding to it. So maybe it's time to take a little inventory of those around us and take the steps to remain stress-free. So stay encouraged today, guys. And check this video out if you want to know what the 3 key features the ROG Ally 2 must have whenever it gets released in a few years' time. I appreciate every single one of you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.